Good, everybody. Welcome back to the Cloud Slayer channel. Hope you guys are doing well. First and foremost, I apologize for missing a Monday ramble. Got a little busy and then I forgot about it. So, I mean, it happens, right? So, we're going to have a Tuesday ramble here, get our weekly rambles in. And I appreciate everybody that joins in and listens and likes and stuff like that. And if you're new here, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button. I do appreciate it, especially if it's right up your alley. Going to talk a little bit about random stuff as usual, right? Things that occur in everyday life. Sometimes it relates to getting better, getting off drugs and stuff like that. Sometimes it's just random rambles about, talking about things that are within your power, you control, and that it may help make your life maybe a little bit easier, maybe, especially if you go through certain situations that, that you can control, such as like communicating with others, asking others for help, or doing things in your life that may help improve it, such as like walking, doing sports, working out, stuff like that, right? Health and fitness and things like that. And sometimes it's just the randomness that happens in the world, the random hardships that are seen not only at a local level, but also in like a worldwide level, right? So I guess today's ramble is going to be a little bit about, the importance of walking and the importance of getting, clearing your mind from everyday stress, right? Walking, it can be very beneficial. And sometimes it's maybe that little peace of mind that you need to clear your mind from some of those things. So, I'll just go through a few things that help, that walking helps me with, that may help you with, if you're considering walking, if you're considering doing a little bit of an activity that gets you moving a little bit without having to really run or jump or play sports or something like that, especially if it's not up your avenue. Walking is something that we all can do, right? Guess we'll go into the first one is for sure clearing one's mind, clearing your mind, getting out of the emotional side of maybe how you're feeling at the moment. Sometimes we all react and to something right away, and it might not be coming from the right mind because we're emotional. We're emotional and maybe a little bit of distraught. Maybe it's something that has been plaguing us for a while, that's been bothering us, has been building up. And, walking can help you clear your mind and maybe bring you into a more rational realm of thinking, right? And that's a good thing for you to start to do. Walking also can be beneficial for your health and maybe even some of the hardships that go with not being active as much, right? It helps you become a little bit more active, helps you get your metabolism going, helps you maybe even get a little bit of a sweat or a workout in, depending on how often you do it. The first time you do it, it's tough, it's hard to get through, and it's always the hardest to start out doing, especially if it's something that you don't do often or normally and things like that. It can help you create some type of consistency in your life. It can also put in something where you commit to it and you do it, right? And it's a fairly easy thing to do. All you got to do is put one foot in front of the other, right? One foot in front of the other for whatever amount of time that you choose it to be, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and you can break those up into increments through your day. You don't have to do it all at once. Just when you find like 5-10 minutes at a time to actually do it, right? So it can create some kind of confidence within yourself too, that, although it's not like a big thing to accomplish, it's something that you did accomplish, and it's something that you set out to do, right? It can help you with some type of goal setting, right? Hey man, you start out, I want to walk three times this week, right? 3 days out of the week, and you start doing that maybe for excuse me. You can start trying to walk 4 days out of the week, 5 days, and then eventually you can be walking every day of the week, right? And it'll get you off your buns and starting to walk a little bit, and maybe even discovering some of the muscles that you didn't know you had, or you haven't used in a long time consistently, and stuff like that. And it could, if you have young ones, it could help show them that something as simple as walking can help you out a little bit, and things like that. So I think for me personally, these are going to be personal examples, so I should have said that first, but it is what it is. I always get sidetracked, but I think that's something that could help out even some of the younger generations, if you're not just older generations, but younger generations that are coming, and it'll help them create some kind of stability somewhere that help them get away, put on some earphones and turn on some music and just go walking. It doesn't matter where you walk. It doesn't matter any of that, as long as you're doing it, right? And things like that. So it can help those ones that have troubles controlling themselves. It can help. It's very beneficial in almost any way, shape, and form. It's not going to be a cure-all, be-all, or anything like that, but, it can help in that aspect of life. And let's see here. Other things that it can help you with is not only confidence, but also your ableness to push past limits that you didn't know you had, right? You walk a mile. Oh my God, that's an accomplishment. I've never really traveled a mile in my life, and then all of a sudden you're walking a couple miles, maybe a few miles, maybe even 5 miles a day. That, I guess, the sky's the limit, depending on what you're capable of, or what you plan to do, or how often you're doing it, right? Maybe your goal is to walk for an hour straight without stopping. Maybe you want to do it just, you can create like your own little marathon, 2 hours of walking. It is what it is. And you might not do that every day, but you might do that every so often, maybe on a weekend when you got free time and stuff like that, and you don't want to be stuck at home. So it can get you out of the house, off your couch, away from the TV, away from technologies and things like that, which is much needed, I think, in today's world. We're all glued to our phones, glued to my phone right now, right? Talking about this stuff, and it can get you back into a more realistic viewpoint of things, that we don't always need technology to get to where we're going, that the answer sometimes is within us to actually just do something. Just do it, get it out of the way, and move on with whatever else you're going to do. It can help you with just focusing as well. You're focusing. You're like, all right, I set the standard for myself to achieve, and I'm starting to achieve it. Maybe it's even helping you with your everyday life, right? Your everyday life. You wanted to start doing other things, but you could never put forth the time to really focus in on it and actually fully commit to it. And by committing to these things, it's creating something within you that helps you not only make yourself follow through on those things, but you know, it's it just it just does, right? It creates that habit of doing something, committed to it, and focusing on that task at hand. And so I think we all are in some way, shape, or form scatterbrained. We are, especially with all the stuff that is readily available to us, such as watching things on our phone, watching things on TV, watching things on a computer, on a video game, on the consoles, and stuff like that. And that sometimes we get too wrapped up into the world that is portrayed onto these media devices, and not really committing to what's going on, actually going on around us. Sorry, that was kind of hard for me to spit out, but it's just, you got to get away from those things sometimes and see what's really going on with what's going on locally, going on regionally, or anything like that. So it'll just get you out, and maybe even socializing. You can find a group that walks, or you create a group. You start walking with your family. You start walking with your friends. You start, doing stuff like that. And it's a beautiful thing, and it's awesome. So, whenever I get out and I can do activities with family members, it's very fun to connect with those guys. So, and then it can, oh man, it slipped my mind. But let's see here. Going along with that, let's see. Dang it! No, I totally forgot it. I forget stuff very easily, especially while trying to crank it out. But anyways, keep walking, and there we go. I think I got it. It's when you're aging too. You're getting older. I'm not getting any younger, and sometimes those things can be a little more draining, especially if you take off a day or two, which is fine. We all need rest and stuff like that. But, we got to keep our joints well oiled and things like that, and keep working at those things, or else they go away. I got a fun little story of, I couldn't do squats. I couldn't do squats or anything like that. My knees were bad. They'll creak and hurt whenever I sit down, stand up, bend down, pick something up, stuff like that. And, I wasn't walking. I wasn't doing exercising. I wasn't doing a whole lot of anything, right? But just by walking, it allowed me to start wanting to do more things, like be more active towards squatting, pain-free in my knees, because I couldn't do a proper squat. I was just being in excruciating pain. I have Osgood-Schlatter's disease, and it's like tendonitis in your knees, things like that. Usually you do a little physical therapy, you're good, but I just never got over it, right? I also had sports injuries in my knee. I tore my patella, whatever, tendon, and, just never really got it fixed or anything like that. So, through walking and exercising and all these other things, I decided to start be more active towards rehabbing that. You know what I mean? So I started committing to that. I can do squats. I got a video here if anybody wants to see it, of how some of the exercises I do, which are body weights, not with the weights, that can help you strengthen those tendons, and help you if you haven't been able to squat for years, if you have excruciating knee pains that aren't like blown out or from surgery or anything like that, but just from neglecting those things for many years, that you can try to incorporate, and help you commit to and work towards to achieve the goal of maybe properly squatting without pain, and help you in that, because we do I don't know about anybody else, but I do a lot of squatting and I have to do a lot of picking up, like you got to clean up after your kids. You got to do all this other stuff that involves squatting. And it's a big part of life, right? And it sucks when you're going through some kind of pain, some kind of ailment, that is hindering some of the things that you do in your life, and it hurts to do, and it discourages you from doing it, and stuff like that. So it's people don't always understand the importance of doing that. It might keep you away from, okay, I got one last one here. Instead of smoking cigarettes, drinking, partying or something, and you commit to walking a little bit more, it can keep you away from that stuff, keep you away from the bad stuff in life. Not that, you can't go have a drink once in a while or whatever, because, it's your life. Enjoy it the way you want to, but maybe it'll take away a little bit of that and have you start doing stuff that you normally would say you want to do, but you just don't have the time to do, or you just don't know where to start, or you're just afraid to start, So get you out there doing that stuff. So, but anyways, I think that's going to conclude this ramble. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope it helped some people out, maybe even if you're wanting to go just to start walking, that this helps you a little bit pursue that and try to do it. And although it's not a total game changer, that it's not something that's going to change your life completely, but that's something that you should probably put into your life so that it can help you. So clear your mind, do whatever, and help you start to do things that maybe you didn't think were possible, that you didn't think that you could do, and stuff like that. So hopefully it can help you out and get you out there doing that stuff. So, but anyways, I hope everybody has a great one. Have a great week. I'll see you guys next week for another ramble, and keep walking, my friends. Have a good one. Peace.